WRG.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. In my heart I have but one desire.
We don't want to set the world on fire tonight.
This makes me think of The Majestic with Jim Carrey.
That's fine. But I don't want to set the world on fire.
Okay. Well, you be careful with that space heater you got going over there then.
Oh, it's nice and warm. It's nice and warm in here.
But it's cold outside.
It's cold in these streets. How's your Friday, everybody?
It's also cold in a lot of the houses as well.
I've heard that.
You know?
Yeah, you gotta get heat.
Talked to 3 different people this week who were like, "Oh, I don't have heat in my room." I'm
what?
Like, you should get a space heater.
3 separate people.
And they were like, "No, I have the option, but I don't." I'm like, "All right, well,
thanks for complaining. Talk to you later."
Yep. And not only are they 3 people in my life, they're 3 of the crazier people in my life. So anyway, hey, welcome back.
Welcome back to UFBros here on NCCR 99.9.
It's not our typical intro, but, look, it's not last year anymore either.
Yeah,
so
who cares?
Who cares?
I don't care, dude.
I kind of care, but it's all good. Craig's not trying to set the mood on fire.
Nah, dude.
Or the show.
Nah, dude.
Only the Pacific Palisades.
Yeah, you know.
And he didn't even mean to do that.
No.
You flick a cigarette butt at one guy, and then half a block goes up. Actually, like 60 blocks or something.
Yeah, what do you want, you know?
I don't know. One of those houses that those people had, they were big houses.
Yeah.
Big houses. Okay, turn this up.
I don't want to set the
Pacific Palisades
on fire.
And we won't anymore, because you can't. You can only do it once.
You can only do it once. It's already burned
it's
down.
already burned to the ground. You can't do it again.
To the crisp.
Can't crisp it twice.
Nah, dude.
You can't crisp it twice. That's what Robert Zemeckis said about the Back to the Future franchise.
Yeah.
You can't crisp it twice.
Seriously.
Glover, back to the breadline with you.
Take a back seat, Mr. Glover. Catch you weirdo later.
Catch you
Catch
never.
you weirdo o'clock.
Catch you never.
Yeah. Catch you in Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, maybe the internet will care if that's a thing later.
Yeah, that's just a guy who doesn't age will say that.
Yeah.
Good on you for that.
Yeah. The 2 great Willards gone.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, we're here. It's Friday. You're listening to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, we're known now. We're known in
Congratulations.
these streets, so these cold streets. All right,
Well, it's cold out, right?
a little bit.
Poofy snow. It's light.
Nice snow.
Blow
Hey,
it up.
Craig, nice snow.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
when shout out to T. When T got into the car yesterday,
She liked the snow.
It all did that thing where, when you don't do the arm over the seal of the door, and it all immediately sucks into and right onto your seat.
Oh, I'm very familiar.
Well, when I got in there earlier in the night, did the move, still got some snow. You just blow that bad boy. That's some good snow.
That's some good snow.
T did not do the arm wipe, or if she did, something happened. But
she get
it was a
She get a moist reader?
It was a cold cotton candy explosion in the Venza.
Oh my goodness.
Venza D'Onofrio was chilly.
Hopefully she learned her lesson. That's all I got to say.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. She doesn't have to learn anything. Tomorrow's her birthday, all right?
my
We love her so much. Happy birthday to T.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I believe she's a Dutch treat right now, getting absolutely. So
magical.
Enjoy that. Save me a slice and a pizza.
Yeah, everybody better be celebrating T's wonderful birthday this week.
Hey, if you're working tomorrow, stop working tomorrow. Now, I have to work tomorrow.
Right.
But celebrate for me. But, I'm going to get out of work and I got
We'll celebrate later.
I got a little few surprises and not many, but enough. You know what I mean? Also,
enough.
You personally, and this is an actual conversation that we should have had off mic, but I'm not going to remember it later.
Shoot.
Need to borrow all the tea lights from the Spooktacular.
Got it.
So, anyway, onward and upward.
Yep.
T, we love you.
T, we love you.
Tiwi.
Cousin of Pee Wee.
Yes. Yeah. Similar laughs.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman is really good. Yeah. And we will exploit that when I dress her in a tiny gray suit.
Yeah.
With a red, the opposite of a David Burns deluxe special. Yeah. I mean, like I say, similar laughs already.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's a tangential move. It's a parallel move.
Yeah. It's good.
Anyway, T.
Congratulations on getting old.
Wow. Fred Willard, Pee Wee Herman, the two greats, gone.
To set the world on
Now, if I'm not allowed to use my soundboard for this show and only for the podcast, and you get to just start nixing the intro that I did with my raw hands, I'm furious. I'll bring something next week.
I'll bring it all.
I'll bring it all. I'll bring Hank next week.
Good.
That actually would be a huge contribution.
Actually really
There's too many hanging, dangly things and lights in here for him to tear this place up.
He's fluffy.
All right.
So yeah, California's on fire.
Was. It's done.
Is it out, dude?
I don't know.
Is it out?
You know, I was telling a few people this week, when I was in grade school, now had much less autonomy over my own life.
As kids tend to do.
The idea, tend to do.
Tend to have.
Tend to do. Have less. Yeah. Anytime anything happened across the country, a few states away,
right?
My thought was, you know, if it was a negative, my thought would be, yeah, that's really awful for those people. For those people.
Not me.
There's such a thing now where I gotta feel like I live in Pacific Palisades. Hey, I don't live in Pacific Palisades.
That's true.
Each house there is $5 million.
I don't have that much money.
I've never had that much money.
I don't have $1 million.
I don't know if the amount of money that has been spent on keeping me alive for 37 years has accumulated to $5 million.
That's probably accurate.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that'd be interesting. We'll never know.
Food used to be cheaper too.
But the idea is that this is anecdotal and I'm correct.
Exactly.
So, yeah, food used to be cheaper. The last 5 years of my life cost the same as the first 15.
Yeah, exactly.
So, dude, it's economics.
It's economics.
It's
102.
Yeah. It's economics 603. We'll be right back.
Booyah.
Hey, if you ask me, it's freakonomics. You know what I mean? Bring that soundboard back up real quick.
This
do
out?
That again.
It's an important announcement I wonder if I could just make. Here on Palisades Drive, if anybody has a car and they leave the keys in the car.
I did see this.
So that we can move your car so that these fire trucks can get up Palisades Drive.
Yeah.
What's happening is people take their keys with
If you're
them
listening to
as
this
if they're in
man's
a parking
voice
lot.
and you're
This is
thinking,
not a parking lot.
no, he sounds
You really
like he
need
kind of
people
looks
to
like a
move their
turtle.
cars. So if you leave
You're
your car
right.
on Palisades Drive,
But if you're
leave
also
the key
saying to
there,
yourself,
so a guy like
he
me
kind of
can
sounds
move
like he
the car
used to be
and
the
get
most
up out
ripped
there so
man,
that-
but not acknowledged for it.
so that these fire
You're
trucks
right.
can get up
Yeah.
there. It's really, really important.
Thank you for talking to us live, sir. What's your name?
My name is Steve Gutenberg.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Thank you, Steve Gutenberg, for a cocoon of information.
A police academy of information.
For a Police Academy 5 of information.
Man, I didn't know he was, he's actually...
You know a rich guy lived there?
No, he's still method,
Oh, yeah.
Directing traffic,
Sure.
saving people,
Giving really bad advice, leave your keys in your car.
Right.
In California, period, even during a time. Hey, you think desperate people won't go in there during desperate times and take Maserati?
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do?
What are you doing?
What are you going to do?
What are you doing?
But I heard that they actually had to have him do this interview after Officer Jones tried to in straight
Officer.
sound effects.
Oh yeah. Not Cedric. Not Cedric Yarborough. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Jonesy from Reno 911.
Oh my God!
I'm like Cedric Yarborough in full garb.
The second great cop Jones out there.
In that order.
Comedic cop.
Yes,
Jones.
of course. Excuse me. Never seen one of the Police Academy films.
Oh, you're doing yourself a disservice.
I feel it's fine.
Yeah, you're right.
Paul Rust said that there was...
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Hey, you don't buy a guy a whiskey at the Great Scott in Boston, Massachusetts, and not become a friend of the show.
Yeah, he's like your boy.
He's practically my boy.
Yeah.
Anyway, he had an idea where you watch all the Police Academy movies in reverse order. So you start with the last one, go to the, it's like listening to Kendrick Lamar's Damn in reverse, the proper way to listen to that album. But yeah, if I were to watch those movies, that is absolutely how I'm going to take those down.
Yeah.
It's worth doing a podcast series, I feel. And we'll catch you on YouTube, folks. So
I'll tell you what. Not really.
Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, maybe.
Then we're going to our B plan, Lerner Herzog.
Well, because when I was a kid, like we had Police Academy 5 was like our go-to.
Yeah.
And that one was like when they go, like Gutenberg had already been gone.
Was that the first one you saw?
I think so.
Okay, so it's
maybe that I can remember.
It's a Temple of Doom for you. Like
very much so. Very much so.
Yeah, that was the first one I saw because the guy who lived in the house that my parents bought growing up left like a ton of tapes.
Nice.
And he was like a stickler for no commercials, so perfect, seamless cuts, and then labeling all of them.
Yeah.
So he would, a lot of the time though, he had this insane dish that was like the size of the house coming off of the house that would get stuff from around the world.
Those dudes were awesome back then.
Yeah, he was like, you had to put in coordinates and it would change over the course of the next 45 minutes to like
real TV nerd,
real stuff. So this guy taped a bunch of movies off his setup.
Yeah.
So one of the tapes was Temple of Doom and Indiana Jones. But it was Temple of Doom and what was the last one? Last Crusade. Last Crusade. So I never saw
in the original
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Let's not get crazy.
Well, what I'm saying here in context is I never saw Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, right.
So as far as I was concerned, these were like the two Indiana Jones movies, and I did just fine with that.
Oh, absolutely.
I live in this weird realm where like Raiders of the Lost Ark to me is not a big deal, and if anything, it's the hokiest Indiana Jones.
I agree.
Because to me, he's already like in the weeds and established as a character by Temple of Doom.
It's honestly the most boring.
If the first one you saw was Temple of Doom, it would be the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Which was definitely what happened for me.
It happened to a lot of people, I'm realizing.
It scared the crap out of me because he rips out the heart and stuff, and that was really creepy. I had a lot of nightmares as a kid about that.
I make that joke with T a lot when we're goofing around.
Yeah, golly mush, I do that, dude.
I'll rip her fake heart out of her real chest, and I'll hold it in front of her, and I'll pulse my fingers, and I'll go... And it's a fun thing that we do.
That's love, dude.
Yeah. That's actually how it's done.
Hearts full of love.
It's usually like, I love you so much, I rip it out.
Exactly.
Then that's that.
Yeah.
And then we eat monkey brains, and she wears a nice silver dress.
God, yeah. We should watch that.
We should watch that. We were going to watch Y2K later. Maybe we might actually skip. Hey, here's the thing. I'm serious. I might skip that, and we go watch Temple of Doom.
Yeah. Well,
Is Laura's home?
She's leaving tonight for a work endeavor in New York City.
Oh, hey, guys! The Large Apple, right?
That's
all right.
the one.
Are you playing Alicia Keys in New York? Oh, okay.
On fire.
New York kind of spiritually on fire all the time.
Yeah, just keep it out for one more weekend until my wife comes home.
New York, the spiritual Palisades fire the whole year.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Rick and Dylan, for coming through for the holiday meltdown.
Yeah. Keep it tight up there. Hold it down.
Who knew the holiday meltdown was going to seamlessly lead into the Palisades fire?
See, because that's how we hold it down up here.
We're cultivators.
All we do is melt a little bit.
Yeah.
We don't have dry brush. Dude.
Yeah. When I went home real quick, quick anecdote. Went home last week during New Year's Eve. First time that Craig, Mike D, and I have not been around each other for New Year's Eve in a few years. Didn't get to do the Bang Bang this year, but we're rescheduling it. Yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Anyway, I'm really sad. So we went down to the Cape, went down into the basement of my childhood family home. You're familiar.
Oh, I am.
The basement that was my room at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Go down, and there's an insane smell happening.
Whoa.
It's now my mom's quilting studio, as well as like the laundry room on one side, and that... But like, so it's always been a house where this is the basement level.
Yeah.
So it's always had like mouse issues. Not uncommon. Sometimes they get in the wall. But
okay.
But
so
is
this like a dead smell?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is I'm familiar with coming down into this basement into an unfortunate dead mouse smell.
Right.
You got to give it like 3 weeks before you can go back down there.
Right.
It is what it is. I don't play that. When it was my room and it smelled that way, I occupied a different part of the house until it was gone. Can't deal with that.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yucca.
went down there, and I'm like, this is something else. It smelled like, look, full disclosure, smelled like pee. And I got like little nephews.
Pee-pee.
So I'm like, did one of the nephews like pee in a corner or something?
Oh, yeah, okay.
So like, whatever. But I'm like,
So you're looking for a tinkle?
So look, I'm on a pee hunt. All right, I'm the great pee detective. All right,
Where's that pud?
Hercule Poirot or what? Anyway.
Poirot.
All right. So
Yeah.
Hercule Puddle. Anyway.
Yeah, a puddle on the River Nile. Yeah.
Very good. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Hit that thing. So
Gutenberg.
my name is Steve Gutenberg. So I go down and I'm like, okay, you know what? Here's the deal. I'm just not going to address this.
Yeah.
My parents,
So you just-
they're in their 70s. I'm done addressing weird smells in the house. How about that?
Not my house.
It's not my responsibility.
Yeah,
Not my old's not my problem.
I got my own smells,
Yeah.
dude. I got my own smells to worry
Not
about.
my circus, not my smells.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah. So I at some point in the time down there in the next few days, it does get brought up though. I'm like, oh yeah, I smell it. And they're like, it's the mice. And I'm like, no, it's not. Hey, how about this? No, it isn't. Mm-hmm. Consider anything else.
Yeah.
We've dealt with that smell forever. This is something else.
So did you have a nice...
I just had a nice, like, hey, it's probably piss. So
it was
all good.
The
It's
classic
probably
pee mice argument.
Classic look for pee. Hey, if you hear horse hooves, think
Yeah.
pee puddles.
Yeah.
Okay, not zebras.
Not zebra piss.
Like, you know how the phrase goes. So anyway, they're like, that's not pee.
I know pee, and that ain't pee.
I am leading the story to a place where it turns out to be pee. It is not.
Okay.
But I will say my mom did call me a couple days after we got back, T and I, and very apologetic for the state of the shower downstairs, which was the cleanest shower I've ever been in my life. Just mom stuff. Like, if I had known, it looked like that. Like,
It was full of pee.
I also took everything in my body to like not say, oh, if you saw our shower, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's full of pee. Yeah. Don't worry, Mom. I peed in that shower.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's fine. It's sterile. It's a clinical thing. This is a clinical show. So my mom tells me, like, after the deep apology to T specifically, didn't care about me for the shower.
Of course.
She goes, hey, by the way, we found out what the smell was. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, you'll never guess. Wasn't mice. And I'm like,
Okay.
I know. What was
What
it?
was it?
My sister had given her a gingerbread candle that obviously wouldn't get used. It's the 2025 fruitcake.
Yeah.
You don't light that thing and enjoy it. You don't consume it.
So
you pass it to somebody else.
Okay, so it was just a gingerbread candle.
She put it
smeller candle.
She must have been moving it, and she put it on top of like the water heater. Oh. So it was acting as this like constant low grade emission system for this terrible stink bomb candle.
Oh my god.
That after a certain week of being like, and it wasn't like wax melter efficiency. It wasn't liquid. When my mom naturally touched the wax, it was like soft and malleable, but not. So it was like slowly emitting this dense stink to the point where I think it all ran out, and we were just getting this like sickly sweet smell.
I love the phrase "dense stink."
Yeah.
Close the door, you'll let the stink out.
Man, so case solved, I guess. I felt vindicated.
Yeah.
But brutal. At least now she knows she can use that part of the house as like a, hey, if you got
put some.
Hey, if you got a wax melter you've been using in the basement,
exactly.
Put that thing upstairs. You don't need it down there.
Yeah, one of those potpourri heater things. Yeah,
lay down a nice paper towel on the water heater and put a wax cube on there.
The tower,
the pea tower, the paper tower.
Well, that's good. That's a happy ending for Christmas.
A happy ending. I'm so glad I was there to experience only the worst part of the smells. And
no whiz. That's good.
Yeah,
the
no whiz kids.
Yeah,
that's what they used to call
It's always better
us.
when you think there is whiz, but there isn't.
If you think there's a dead mouse and there's not, I guess that's actually not good, because what would the reason be? You think there's a dead mouse, and you better find the reason that.
Yeah.
Well,
I do love
usually
a
smell.
I love a good mystery.
You do love a good mystery. That's why I pee in a different part of your house every time, and I don't tell you. Craig finds it, and he texts me. He's like, "You SOB.
You got me again.
I got you again, Hercule P rat. I know you love a good Agatha Christie novel." Let's take it to a real song. How about that?
All right.
Guys, we're doing good work over here. We appreciate you. We took last week off, and we're not going to tell you why. Maybe we just wanted to. We like to do that. We come back after 2 months. We do a week. We absolutely kill it. And then, we can't do another one the next week. It's just not going to be good.
Oh, yeah. Also, we do whatever we want. So
that's also true.
How
So
you like me now?
this is our show, so we do what we want because we only came to kick some ass. It's going to be fun.
All right.
It's gonna be fun. Oh, what? You've never listened to Daydream Nation yet, apparently.
Never
Kerry's
have.
on that show. The Filth Mouth.
The filth mouth.
The Sailor. Jeez.
All right, here we go. Hopefully, the people in the Palisades hear this. We're with you. Thoughts and prayers.
This show's for the Palisades and tea. Happy birthday to both of you.
What you standing there for? Get up, get on, get out of the door. You're playing cold music on the barroom floor. Drowning your laughter and dead to the core. There's a dragon with matches that's loose on the town. Take a whole pail of water just to cool him down. Well, fire, fire on the mountain. 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 Almost a place, still you don't feel the heat. It takes all you got just to stay on the beat. You say it's a living, we all gotta eat. But you're here alone, there's no one to compete. If mercy's in business, I wish it for you. More than just ashes when your dreams come true. Fire, fire on the mountain. Fire,
Everybody's doing the fish. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody's doing the fish. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody's doing the fish. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not so bad being trendy. Everyone who looks like me is my friend. Please don't hate me because I'm trendy. They're not gonna laugh at me again. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. And I wonder why don't you? Why don't you? Everybody does it. Come on, everybody. Maybe you should too. Come on. 'Cause I don't want to be left out. You want to be cool. Love up. Love up. Love up. Love up. It's not so bad being trendy. Everyone who looks like me is my friend. Please don't hate me because I'm trendy. You're not gonna laugh at me.
All right.
That's it.
That's that. And we're back.
And we're back.
We're back.
I don't want to set the
Pacific Palisades.
on fire.
But we did. But we did.
All
Anyway,
right. So anyway.
We're building cannon. If you're just joining us, we set the fire in the Pacific Palisades. It's fine.
All right.
We're Peter Pan's. Peter's Pan.
Peter's Pan?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We're Pansmen.
Do you want to go through a couple of things here, buddy?
Sure.
Okay.
What have you got?
There are quite a few famous people who have lost their homes. This is really rough. I'm going to read off a couple.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because a couple of these are... I'm like, man, I love that dude.
Sure.
Okay, we got...
I know of a few.
This is on Vanity Fair, so you know it's real.
Yeah, they don't lie on the internet on VanityFair.com.
So come on. This is Hollywood Daily.
.com on.
All right, Jeff Bridges.
Okay. Well, he wouldn't know if his house was on fire, so...
Well, yeah, it's done. Billy Crystal.
Hold on, we got to think of something for each one of these. What are you doing?
What?
We got this is our job, Craig. We can't just read us off a list.
Why?
We're
going
to come up with a joke for each one of these.
Okay.
Jeff Bridges, the dude, Big Lebowski.
He should have got over the bridge to
maybe he should have
evacuate.
maybe I bet I got one. I bet the rug's fine. Next.
Oh my god.
Billy Crystal. He should have known what to do being out in the desert, all that. It's dry out there. He should take a Daniel Stern approach at the defunding of the firefighters in the area. You know that's what happened, right?
No.
The fire department got defunded in that area so all those rich people could fund like crowd control devices and tanks and armored cars, and then there were houses all caught on fire. Anyway, who's the next one?
Oh man.
Go ahead. Who's the next one?
Who's
the next person that voted for this to happen to their houses? Go ahead.
Carrie Ells.
Oh, okay. More like Carrie. Ooh. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Hey, how about this? I would like to play a game. Your house is on fire right now.
Yeah.
All of your stuff is in it, including your family and your dogs.
Yeah. Anna Faris of Scary Movie. She's living out her own Scary Movie right now.
Very good. And also a Scary Movie 2 and a Scary Movie 3.
You're right.
But with a different cast.
Ooh, Mel Gibson.
Well,
we're
going to skip that one.
Where's your God now?
Yeah. yeah.
John Goodman.
Hey, how about this? you already ran out your luck with the local police departments, Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
And now the fire department's turning their back on you? It's like there's no state resources being thrown your way, my man.
Yep. Yep, John Goodman. That's a shame.
More like that one I'm actually very upset about.
It's a shame.
More like John Bad, man.
Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing. Man. Poor lady.
Nobody, there is no corner for Baby to be in anymore.
Yeah, you can't put it
There's
in
no
there.
corner to be in. It's actually the freest she's ever been. So, you're welcome, Jennifer Grey.
Paris Hilton.
Hey, Jennifer Grey, sorry you killed that guy in Ireland. Go ahead.
Oh, my God. Let's go. Oh, Taran Killam and Kobe Smulders. Oh.
Taran Killam.
Taran Killam, he was on Saturday Night Live.
I get him confused with the other one. Show me a picture of... I gotta. Is he the one who's on Comedy Bang Bang a lot?
Yes. He does a lot of just sketch.
Is he one of the
comedy
horse fighting promoters? Yeah, never mind. I'm very upset about that. Go ahead.
I'm very upset about that.
But you know what? As he says on Comedy Bang Bang, you gotta laugh. So go ahead. 3 people in the world will enjoy that I said that. Go ahead.
Ricky Lake.
Okay.
Eugene Levy.
Oh,
man.
Oh, man. The Eugene Levy's broke. Go ahead.
Oh, my God.
Guys, we're having fun here.
Rosie O'Donnell.
That I'm actually upset about, and I'm going to take a beat here for a sec. First of all, I'm flat broke, and that's what happens when you pour every red cent that you got into the holiday meltdown. Okay, first of all, you're welcome, general public.
You're welcome.
But mostly only people who went. Because you are the only people who got my money this year, so in presents. But there was one present that was purchased in like July because it was so good. It was like, I'm going to save this until Christmas for my mom.
Right.
At Just L, the antique shop and furniture shop right here on Main Street, Littleton, I found in the box a Rosie O'Donnell doll.
Oh, my
From 1998.
Nice.
A doll that I definitely bought for my mom once already, like as a child with some of my own money that I got from mowing the lawn.
Amazing.
And it's got all the phrases. You squeeze her body.
Yeah.
And she goes, dreams come true with Rosie. What a cutie patootie.
Yeah.
And it's the best.
Tommy!
Yeah. I'm going to marry Tom Cruise.
Yeah. It turned out great.
It worked out just fine.
Right.
How mad was she that Oprah got that one moment in the interview and not Rosie? Rosie was also just trying too hard, you know? Rosie, you play too much.
I don't know what happened to Rosie. I was a kid at the time. All I know is that she was in A League of Their Own and she was in Harriet the Spy, and I thought she was great.
Yeah.
And then she had the talk show. I thought it was cool.
I just don't think
didn't
you
really
could
appeal to me because I was still a child.
You couldn't be that badass of a lady and be a mouthpiece and work under certain institutions after a certain amount of time.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh.
And she was openly gay, which a lot of companies were at the time, just no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll talk to you later.
Good
and
call.
then by the time, and she went a few years on The View, I'm pretty sure. And even for The View, she got kicked off for being a mouthpiece. So
yeah.
it's probably some behind the scenes stuff where it's
we'll wait for Ellen, thanks.
Yeah. We'll wait for known, not crazy person, Ellen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
The list continues. Rainn Wilson of Office fame.
That guy hasn't had it hard enough recently. I'm kind of switching over on this whole thing. I'm kind of sad about all this now. Maybe we shouldn't have lit those fires, huh?
James Woods.
No, that one I actually LOL'd at him on his Twitter.
Yeah.
He had hold on, I'm going to, real quick, Craig.
Yeah.
Let's take a sidebar. You're going to very much enjoy this. And this is a show where we don't show we don't talk about our texts and all that stuff, but I am going to show Craig exactly what I'm talking about here. And Craig's trying to get a reaction from me on each person, house by house, person by person. You want the real sauce here. Here's how I feel about it. Replies. James Woods, 3 days ago. Our deck, 3 minutes ago. What are you looking at, Craig? What are you seeing?
That's a flaming inferno.
Just past a deck of a pool. Not an infinity pool, but
through
classic
cloud of smoke.
Yeah. And then 10-foot tall flame, bigger than the house itself, coming up, lapping up, about to take his house. Mm-hmm. With the caption, our deck 3 minutes ago. What's my response there?
LOL.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He's the worst man who's ever lived. I don't care if he gave
James Woods?
I don't care if he gave us Videodrome. He's the worst guy that's... Yeah.
You don't like him?
Craig, I implore you.
I don't know people's personal
lives. That's fine. He's made it very public how he feels about things. Sure.
It was a cool boxing movie.
Great.
Should check it out.
Great. He was also in Against All Odds.
Yeah,
one of the greatest
James Carpenter's
soundtrack
Vampires.
songs. Great.
Okay?
No.
You know who else was in that? Daniel Baldwin.
Okay. All the greats.
All right. Goes to show you.
Sopranos' own, Daniel Baldwin.
Was he in it?
He was in it as himself.
Oh, great.
Later, he stars in Chris Moltisante's movie that he writes and produces, Cleaver.
Yeah.
And he's in it.
I'll go to the mat. I'll go to the mat for the Baldwins, man.
That's care. Again. James Woods, Stephen Baldwin in 2025. These are not people to... Anyway, keep going with the list. Keep going with the list.
All right. No, that was the entire list.
Okay. Well, we did some good work here.
Ended on a really good note.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
John Goodman, if you need a place to stay, hit me up.
Yeah. Okay. That's somebody I am fine with you following into the darkness. All right.
Good man.
He's a good man, that John. All right. Do not start. I don't want to find out you've been listening to Stephen Baldwin's podcast and like time marking some things I need to listen to. That's not going to be the bit.
That's not what I do. I did find out that he's like Justin Bieber's stepdad or something.
See, this is information from 10 and a half years ago.
See, this is why I don't care.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, he's a bad guy.
But
I'm like, well, why?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going into everybody's personal life and every bit of art, I'm like, well, I mean, everybody's going to suck because everybody sucks.
Well, we're not going into the art, you know? My biggest thing is like, my biggest worry is at the same time quenched. It's kind of a snake eating its own tail. I worry about you, publicly announcing that you are down with some of the worst people on the face of the earth.
Oh, that's fair.
But at the same time, in the same very platform that I am worried about you making a damn fool of yourself, I am also able to tell people, get back. He knows not what he says.
That's fair.
He knows not James Wood's Twitter presence for the past 8.5 years.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I've literally
and it's all good. And you're a better person, obviously, for that. And anybody listening to this, if anybody is listening to this, would agree with you.
Yeah. I'm not a Twitter. I've never been a Twitter
It's all
guy.
good. It's my job to go into the deep, dark woods of Twitter and then come out bloodied and bashed. Yeah. And then, Craig's like, what did you see? And I'm like, you don't want to know, man. And then, every 4 years when you're like, hey, there's this new plant I stumbled upon. I'm like, don't eat it. I've seen what it does. It's all good. So, and we're just saving each other's damn lives here on the UFBros radio show.
Yeah.
And it's all good.
So anyway, Rob Schneider.
My new favorite actor.
You can do it. His new book out is.
I just saw that at Barnes and Noble.
Out, yeah.
So bad, dude. Hey, by the way, his new book, is it new? Because it was 50% off at Barnes and Noble
honestly don't
2
know.
weeks ago.
Well, see, this is the thing about me. I'm not being plugged in.
Also, released a movie exclusively to Walmart. Released a movie
recently
within the past year exclusively on DVD at Walmart, and it was one of the weeks when the MAGA herd was like, we ain't going to Walmart, buddy. They woke. So it couldn't even sell there.
Man.
So, hey, Rob Schneider, you really did yourself in there, huh?
Robbie.
How are you in the broiest group, post everything that's happened, and all those guys turn and about face and all end up looking just fine, and you're the one who we've had this conversation. It's just because he's an actual loser, probably. I gotta imagine he was the one getting dog food in his nose at the sleepover.
Oh, 100%. But
except it was like an LA party.
You know what?
That he was passed out at.
I'm going on record. I love Rob Schneider. I don't care.
Right, we're going to end the show. And I don't mean for the night.
You can do it.
Craig, you can't do this. Yeah.
Deuce Bigelow.
Greatest character actors of all time. Scoot McNairy.
Right.
Charles Durning.
Got it.
Rob Schneider.
Uh-huh.
That's that.
The Rob Schneider story.
Yeah. One of our finest actors.
Yeah. Well, all right. I'm going to go watch The Real Rob on Netflix.
What is that?
That is it's like a TV show about Rob Schneider's life. There's 2 seasons.
So it's a reality show.
It's not a reality show. It's a scripted show about Rob Schneider. So he plays himself.
How close is it to what's it's just supposed to be? Oh, so, well, we all know that, like, sometimes famous people can be such characters themselves.
Sometimes
that it's like, I just want to know what they're up to. You know what I mean?
Life imitates art, Max.
I can see why he probably watched Marin and was like, I can do that.
Yeah, it's very Marinish.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. I don't know what year it's from. It's from probably close to 10 years old by now.
Right around when Marin was popping.
Yeah, so
2013-ish.
It was interesting, you know, but whatever.
After an all-new Marin.
We have Schneider.
Oh, boy.
Well, good for those guys.
Well, Craig, you've been robbed of your, I don't know, of your innocence, I suppose, because this is one of the most devious things I've ever heard in my life.
I'd still rather be Rob Schneider than Dan Schneider, okay? That's all I got to say.
You know what? Rob Schneider's so bad, I don't know if that's true for me. My God. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to be Dan Schneider and be more successful than any Rob Schneider project.
Oh.
Anybody Dan Schneider is successul now.
Yeah,
Rob Schneider is not. Sorry, Craig. I'll see you at the bread lines.
I mean, you got that point going for you.
We're gonna move on from this.
Yeah, I'll take one for the team.
Yeah,
Schneider hit me up.
You've always said that when we talk about Dan Schneider.
I'm a Nickelodeon boy. What do you want?
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's a spot man. Wait for it.
And they can't evacuate because it's stuck.
Just
on
the
Palisades.
end. Just play the end.
Thank goodness Steve Gutenberg.
Thank you.
You live, sir, what's your name?
My name is Steve Gutenberg.
So stupid.
So good.
Oh, my God. Craig's sitting next to his fire. He's got all the fumes wafting up in his face. He's getting a little loopy. It's all good.
It's nice, dude.
It's all good.
Anyway, what's? Oh yeah, never
What?
mind.
You got something else?
No, I was about to ask you what your favorite police academy was. We already covered that.
5, because it's your favorite.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't say that.
It's the first one you watched, at least.
Yes,
and that's why it's my favorite.
Okay, thank you.
It's the one that led you to the others, so it has to be good enough. And you said it was the one you rocked with it more than the others.
Almost definitely.
Why?
You're right.
Why are you abandoning the things that I'm agreeing with you on?
I don't know. I can't help myself.
Really set me up for failure. Hey, Max, this is what I believe. Hey, Craig believes this. I never said that. Never said that once.
Prove it.
I don't even know what Temple of Doom is, man. Cali who?
Cali what? Anyway.
California. Hit the song again.
Which one?
Never mind. You're too late. The one song you've been playing over and over again.
Steve Gutenberg.
Gutenberg. It's pretty good.
No, that's not.
There it is. This is very good.
I don't want to set
hey.
the world
All right, turn that off. I've got a topic.
What?
I got a topic sent in to us from my boy Kyle from the Cape.
Yeah.
Okay?
What's Kyle doing?
Kyle wants to know some things.
Right now?
Right now.
Well,
Well, first of all, Taylor's calling me.
If you got any problems, give us a call.
And hey, we've talked about this. This is Cannon on the show. T, you know I'm doing the show. What?
Yeah.
What?
What was she trying to leave you?
She probably heard me talking about somebody else, and she's like, "No, talk about me." Well, here you are. We did it.
All right.
Here we go. Love you, T. Happy birthday tomorrow.
Jeez.
All right. Kyle on the Cape asks, I just, we're talking, catching up. I said, you got any topics or any songs you want played? He said, preferred torture technique, waterboarding or getting boomed for hours by the Costco guys.
Getting boomed?
Are you familiar with the Costco guys, at least?
I mean, like, only...
We bring the boom to you. We bring the boom.
Yes.
That's what we do.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you. The Rizzler, etc. AJ, Big Justice, the rest, the women.
I literally found this out like this past week.
Look, that's whatever it takes. They've been around for about the past 7 months.
Yeah.
So that's on schedule for Craig.
Yeah.
But the point is we got there.
Yeah.
And now we're doing the show, and we're being prompted about the Costco guys, and Craig's got contacts. So let's go, dude.
Getting boomed.
Getting boomed. No, not boomed. Getting boomed. I mean, unless you're saying that you're getting 2 big booms. Boom, boom, from the Costco guys. This is
Getting Boomed just those people singing that at you?
That is their song. It's their rating system. How many booms out of 5 booms? 5 big booms. Or booms. They also, not to be confused with Boom or Doom.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Which definitely isn't stolen from Doughboy Snacker Whack. Or Drink or Stank. But,
wow. Okay.
So would you rather get waterboarded, a simulated act where it seems like you're being drowned, but you are not?
Right.
Some have said one of the worst experiences of their life.
Right.
Or would you rather get boomed by the Costco guys?
Well, after this wonderful...
Keep in mind, the dad is a wrestler.
Okay.
And definitely used his kid as a way to get back into the spotlight somehow and then do wrestling.
I saw that.
And now he is, and that rules. So not to sway your judgment, but go ahead. And you love wrestling, go ahead.
That's true.
So just use your heart. Go ahead.
I will. I think everything that you just explained to me about these Costco people is stupid, and I'd rather have literally anything to do rather than have to talk about them ever again.
Well, here, before you actually vote, I will say you love stupid stuff.
That's true.
And that is pretty much all we talk about.
Yeah,
and it has given us about 3.5 minutes here.
I like good, stupid stuff.
But Costco is like BJ's and BJ's Rules. And they got the Rizzler, a fat little boy.
I've seen the Rizzler.
The Rizzler is the best part of the Costco guys.
I don't know. It takes a certain type of person to get for me to really give a crap.
Sure.
Or for me to care about if they're doing.
You're saying the dead eyes behind both of those people, AJ and Big Justice, don't do it enough for the charismatic dead doll's eyes.
Yeah, I literally don't.
Isn't doing it for you.
I couldn't even conjure up what they looked like. I couldn't pick them out of a lineup. That's probably half my problem. I'm certainly not.
You're familiar with a Costco, right? Imagine a pallet of rice bags.
Oh, yeah.
That's what both of them look like.
Listen. I'm down with Costco.
Yeah.
I am down with Whole Foods.
Are you down with Italians from New Jersey?
Yeah.
You like Saparans.
Yeah, but I hate Jersey Shore.
Sure. Those aren't real Italians.
Okay.
They're fake Italians.
Fatalians?
Faux Italians?
Faux Italians?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Faux ties?
All right. Okay.
All right.
Keep selling me.
Dude, the kid loves chicken bakes. I've never had one.
What's a chicken bake?
Exactly, but he loves them.
It's like a shake and bake for chicken?
It's like a stromboli with chicken and like a baked chicken stromboli. Imagine a Hot Pocket, but big, like a sub-sized Hot Pocket.
That sounds great.
That's all this kid eats, and it's his job now.
This Costco kid?
This Costco kid, a Big Justice.
Okay.
AJ likes the double chunk chocolate cookie.
I've heard that.
And that's not even the right way that it's phrased. He mixed the words up.
Oh, yeah.
It's double chocolate chunk cookie. Obviously. It's double chocolate. It's not double chunk. If it's double chunk, you can't eat it. But he's so good at being just a regular Italian dad, he can mix the words up. But you know why that's also very good? Pizzeria Regina and Regina Pizzeria, we mix them up on purpose because it's about the respect we say we have for the place, not what you tell us it is.
Which is it?
It doesn't matter. Whichever one you want in the moment.
That's true.
Right?
I think I say Pizzeria Regina.
And I think it's Regina Pizzeria.
Is it?
I'm positive.
Oh, my God.
So this is kind of the same. So this is like the New Jersey version of the Boston thing.
Okay, yeah. I got no problems with people from New Jersey,
okay,
of course.
Okay.
I don't know any personally, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know one person from New Jersey. So yeah.
You know, I mean, hey, more power to you.
No, that's not true. Travis Stever.
Oh, yeah, I know Kevin Smith. Man, my bad.
That's right. Yeah. I know Scott Mosier.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Simply.
Yeah, I'm a big Steve Dave guy.
Oh, my buddy Danny DeVito.
Right, of course.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know if that's... Okay.
Danny DeVito?
I don't know if
Jersey?
raised, but...
Oh, absolutely, dude.
I know I know about the hair care and all that, but etc.
What do you what is that about that not being raised?
That was a New York thing, wasn't it? Didn't he go to New York to do that?
No.
All right. Well, he's got money. I don't care.
He sure does.
His name, as far as I'm concerned, his name should have been on that list earlier.
How dare you? Because I was just about to say, good thing his name wasn't on that list.
But I talk fast.
You talk way fast.
You gotta be quick. I'm the Jamie Taco, dude. All right.
I got that one in line. Yeah. Got one line in tonight. I feel pretty good about myself.
You gotta be fast.
Whose line? Who said the line?
Who said it? Who said the line? Whose line was it? It's my line. I gotta be quick.
Set the world
Oh my God.
on fire.
That's all I got.
Oh, I'm getting video from I'm getting video from my boy Kyle. And
Yeah?
it looks like
Is he listening right now?
I have to imagine because we rule, right?
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Well, I mean, it's cool that Kyle brings up. It's very interesting for me.
Speak on that.
All these new age things, because I really had no idea. Because I'm like, people are like Rizzler. I'm like, I don't know
yeah.
what that is.
Sure.
And then I see this adorable kid doing the pose he does, and I'm like, oh, that's what everybody's going nuts about. And then I heard somebody say the chocolate chunk cookie.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is that?
You're like, who's this alopecious gentleman?
But also, like, I'm a weirdo. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. If I'm
That's the beauty of the Costco guys. You can be in a hole under a rock in Iran, and the Costco guys are still the first thing you're going to see when you open your phone.
Well, yeah, they got to me.
They got to you
They
is
did
the
get to
point. And now you have to feel a way about the Rizzler.
And if I here's the thing,
I just rizzled him.
You did. I wish I would. We got to get a picture of that. It's good rizzling. It's good rizzling.
Hey, no vamping when he's rizzling. Okay.
But it's interesting to see. But if I had to just say whether I give a crap right now, I'd have to say no.
No. That's not it. It's preferred torture technique. Waterboarding. The question is not whether you give a crap. Obviously, you don't give a crap.
You're right. Okay.
The question
as long
is
as it's established.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
hate
give a crap.
Italians.
No. I love them.
Some of my favorites are
Some
Italian.
of my favorites. The land, the cuisine,
the sub. Yeah.
you know,
Tuscan bread.
the art,
What?
the art.
Oh, art, Italy.
You know,
That's a guy who I worked with.
the Renaissance.
You are a Renaissance man. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm cutting you off.
Okay, but being real, sure, I'll definitely deal with these Costco people rather than get waterboarded. That sounds worse.
That's all I wanted to hear.
Thanks, man.
That being said, I'm going to show you this meme. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
Kyle's got to be listening. He's sending me all this. He's being very apologetic for this topic. He's got. Here we go. We got the Costco guys in front of a seemingly a huge amount of fire.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Can't hear it,
Here we
Max.
go.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Boom!
See, Greg.
Sorry about your brother who passed away.
They are good guys, Craig.
What?
You think that you think that they're not going to phone it in for somebody's croaked brother on Cameo? Listen to this. Listen to the vehement remorse in the voice of AJ and Big Justice. Listen to this.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Boom!
Smiling the whole time like they do in the videos always.
I'm sorry about your brother who passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Is
Oh,
five
my
the most
God.
booms you can get?
I mean, until they start a new scale when their level of relativity
Yep.
decreases.
Yep.
When they need to get back on top.
Yeah. I get that.
Well,
actually, I don't. I'm always on top,
You don't want to look, especially after this Bob Dylan movie where he goes electric. Being out and reminding us all not to rock the boat with what you got going on. You know what I mean? He's gonna all of a sudden they're gonna be like, oh, we do 7 booms now, and Bob's always been from Connecticut. It's too much, too fast. Is what I'm saying.
I agree. In
2025.
This is a lot coming up to me right now. I'm trying to take all of this.
Houses are burning to the ground. We can't just start implementing different boom meters all of a sudden.
You're right.
Unless it's like, how much does your house burning down suck?
Bad.
20,000 booms. Start the clock.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Anyway, shout out to Kyle, who I confirmed is listening.
Nice, Kyle.
Holler baller, we love you.
Yeah. All right.
Palisades gets 5 big booms, he says. So, anyway, that is it for the first hour. We're at least coming up on it. What are your last words, Craig? And then we're going into the music hour.
Nothing. I was just saying that we have this cool block that I have set aside here.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
All right. This is Burning Down the House by Talking Heads.
All right. We'll be right back.
turn it up and never down. Should you just drive them underground? Gonna take the music, kill the sound. You will turn it up and never down. Pressure, pressure, pressure. I know your neighbors are banging on your door, saying that they can take your nights no more. Your bass is right in the face, sounds murderer, but we ain't tuning it up, so call it law. Let them all know that the rockers is out and is here to stay. Oh, well, tell him to move from his bed and back off and just go away. Oh, that's right. Turn your system down. Get on the way, Titan. Burn it to the ground. Watch how we shut down and break it. Just drive them underground. Gonna take the music, kill the sound. You will turn it up and never down. Just drive them underground. Gonna take the music, kill the sound. You will turn it up and never down. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Pressure, temperature rising up the heat and feel it pressure. Hold on my head and feel it and from the pressure. Can I take the nights cause I will bring the pressure. No one that time I turn the music down on the pressure. On the pressure. Stretch it just to drive them underground. Gonna take the music, kill the sound. You will turn it up and never down. Stretch it just drive them underground. Gonna take the music, kill the sound. You will turn it up and never down. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
as well. Posing for another picture. Everybody's got the sale. But when you shake your ass, they notice fast. Some mistakes were built to last. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. See, that's what you get. See, that's what you get. Changing your mind. That's what you get for changing your mind. That's what you get. And after all this time, I just hope you understand. Sometimes the clothes do not make the man. All we have to do is take these lies and make them true somehow. All we have to see is that I don't belong to you and you don't belong to me. Yeah, yeah, freedom. Oh, freedom. My freedom. You got to give what you take. Freedom. Hold on to my freedom. My freedom. You got to give what you take. What you take. Yeah. You got to do what you do, what you give. May not be what you want from me. Just the way you got to be.
Oh, by the way, it's WZNCLP Bethlehem, NCCR. We haven't said that once,
Nah,
but
dude.
that's fine. Turn
No,
this off.
not
Turn
doing
this
that,
off.
not
We're not doing
doing
that
that.
anymore. We don't have that in the set list anymore. I don't want to sing
Doing
that song anymore.
Not doing that.
It's fun while it lasted.
Yeah, I live right up the hill, and thank goodness everybody back. But I have friends up there right now, and they can't evacuate because it's stuck on Palisades Drive.
And you're an actor.
Yeah, I'm an actor.
Oh my
So
God,
good,
that's so
dude.
stupid.
So good.
I love it. Just like Hollywood, right in the middle, fires blazing on both sides of there. Just like, yeah, we're just asking that people bring any buckets of water or literally anything else. It's like, so what's Wilford Brimley like? Is he really as diabetic as he says he is?
He really is diabetic?
Did you ever catch him putting insulin in him?
Anyway,
Wow.
that's good.
Well,
That's
God bless
funny.
Mario Lopez for being on site
Yeah.
with that.
Oh, Milo Ventigama lost his house too.
The Heroes guy?
You know who that is? Yeah. No. Yes.
Yeah, from Heroes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brother of the politician from Heroes.
Yeah. I think so.
Also in that Mandy Moore show.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you're talking about Greg.
Yeah. Young Stallone.
I guess.
Well, he played.
That's what he likes
played
to.
his son.
That's what he likes to shop himself out as. Oh, he did. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's got that lip, you know.
Frank Stallone's son, maybe.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Gosh, over the top, Max.
Hollywood is burning to the ground now. Hollywood.
It's not a parking lot.
Well, you know what they say? They burned paradise.
Yeah.
And now it's a parking lot.
Set up a parking lot.
Steve Gutenberg.
Talking about trailing new blazing new trails.
Take it from the top.
WWE is
Here we
on
go.
Netflix.
Yes. Netflix.
Raw.
Netflix gets raw.
Raw goes to
from what I saw
Netflix.
from a very booed man's shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. From one of the least liked man on the planet's shirts, I saw it's Netflix gets raw.
Oh yeah, for sure. I watched it. It was very fun. I
saw highlights on Twitter.
It didn't have. It was the first episode on Netflix, so they did a bunch of extra stuff. They didn't do a whole lot of story stuff. Like Cena came out, talked for a bit because it's his last year.
And they're starting that arc.
Yeah, his
first farewell tour.
Yeah.
Surely never to be seen again.
Right. And The Rock came. He was there.
Wow, for a big event.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And The Undertaker made a cool cameo.
I heard what canon they were laying out was completely not in keeping with the storylines that have been going. Go ahead.
You can tell that this it was almost like they were wanting to wait till Netflix almost to start like the real road to WrestleMania.
Gotcha.
We're coming up to the Royal Rumble this month.
This is how we're going to feel about things leading into it.
Exactly.
But what about the past year?
Well, it started good.
It did start good.
And then
I was in right after WrestleMania.
Yeah. And then,
It's just kinda like...
Here's the thing. When you explain what happens, it sounds wicked lame. But if you actually watch it, you're like, oh, okay, that was cool.
Sure.
But you're like, the bloodline came out again and like beat up Sami Zayn. And you're just like, oh, well, who cares?
The thing I care more about is Sami Zayn getting actually beat up in the stands of a Knicks game last night. Did you see that?
No.
That's pretty awesome footage.
For real?
And then Drew McIntyre retweeted it and goes, Sami Zayn taking L's from the fans now, too. LMAO.
Dude, Drew is savage.
Savage.
He takes his character to another level.
I love that. I saw that clip.
He's so good.
Yeah.
He's so good. No one likes him, and he doesn't like anyone.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm pumped. I'm bummed I missed it because it's on Netflix, and I don't have internet right now, and I don't foresee that coming back anytime soon, and that's good. Mm-hmm. But there's these times when I'm like, spectacles, baby, spectacles.
Yeah.
Now, interested to see what they do with episode 2 of this. Also waiting for episode 2 of that Tyson and Paul fight. So I thought they just had the next season of that, but the first episode sucked, so maybe they canceled it.
It was
bad. Really bad.
It was slow. Very
the
slow.
lady fight was one of the craziest, best things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, ladies fighting.
There were
savage.
There were 4 on the card up before the main event.
Yeah,
and there were 3, I think, dude fights, and then this lady fight right before the main event. The lady fight was so gross.
Yeah,
it was so sad. And like you're saying, you drop in the couple minutes before. I know nothing about boxing, so obviously I know nothing about like the lore of any of these fighters who are really fighting each other.
Yeah.
So this is next level, and it's the oldest trick in the book as far as this is concerned. Fighting and lore behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they give you quick exhibition of the two ladies, and you're immediately like, oh, this is a real rivalry between these two women. And they both have huge different reasons why they're both really great and have a reason to be here. There's also a rematch of the first women's fight to ever sell out Madison Square Garden, which is a huge deal.
I didn't know any of this, and I didn't watch it. So
I implore, maybe we go back and watch just this lady fight when we get done
I
with
will.
the show. So here's what we do: we watch Temple of Doom,
right?
We pause it when the heart comes out.
Right.
We go watch this lady fight.
Okay,
it's going to be just as bloody.
Right.
We get right back into the once the fight's done.
Okay.
Then we watch The Last Crusade.
I'm in.
Great. What I'm trying to think of a Sean Connery line.
I'm
your father.
What?
If he comes at you with a knife, you come at him with a gun. That's the Chicago way.
Oh yeah. I am the last dragon. That's from Dragon.
How to meet your how to slay your dragon. Oh,
how to slay your dragon.
How to slay your dad's dragon. Yeah, the Clint Eastwood movie.
Yeah. But the highlight for me for this WWE on Netflix,
don't do it,
is the Hulk Hogan.
Okay. The very booed man that I mentioned previous.
Yep, he came out and made
yes, he did.
Made a cameo, like I don't know if they really thought. First of all,
they clearly didn't think.
No, first of all, it was in L.A.
right
before the fires. And
pre 9/11 LA
before the fire,
yeah. Pretty much everybody from the Pacific Palisades was in attendance.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know how you thought that Hogan was going to go over well in California.
This has been the thing. This has been the argument on. So basically, the man comes out and is booed into oblivion, into the Stone Age.
So booed, the most booed.
The caption, which is AI generated. Live because it was
says crowd
boos.
Yeah,
and so that's been the big meme. But I mean, the argument, like Craig is saying, of it's a blue state. Why did you think that a MAGA person who's been so outspokenly MAGA was at Trump rallies, ripping his terrible shirt off?
Right.
In the past 6 months.
Right.
Why would you bring this man up thinking that he's still some American hero? This is, by the way, a different America. XYZ, blah blah blah.
Or at least once you've put that into the mainstream and you've come across into real life, and it's not Hulk Hogan up there. It's you as a person,
right?
Like bringing your real beliefs into the world.
Well, the whole thing,
and you're acting like, oh no, I'm Hulk Hogan. I'm the hero now. Like forget what I said the other day.
The idea of kayfabe,
and
where do the lines blur, and that always being a part of wrestling,
right?
But you can't. We watched an episode where Taylor and I are going through Mad Men right now. We watched an episode where the first episode of season 3, where Don goes on a trip to like Cleveland or something with Sal, and the stewardess, the Pan Am stewardess, and that's the appropriate term back then, invites Don and Sal to dinner. So Don and Sal are on a date with 2 Pan Am or whatever. I actually think it was TWA, but the idea is they are stewardesses in the full regalia at dinner.
Mm-hmm.
They get offered a cigarette. They go, oh, no, we can't smoke while we're in uniform. Anyway, and she keeps telling her story. She's off the clock, but she's in the uniform and still has to care about the appearance.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about with Hulk Hogan here. And that's the kayfabe. Like, are you Hunter or are you Triple H?
Yeah.
Usually when he's, like, doing an interview, he's Triple H, but he's talking as Hunter.
But here's also
Hulk Hogan has never turned it off. When he leaves the ring, when he leaves the stadium, he's still, that's what got him all of his greatness and his deals back in the day. But that's also the reason that he no longer was the great thing that he was.
No, there was a million scandals, and
well, not just the scandals, bro. But
he's just a loser.
The thing I'm seeing online is that he's just been a loser for 30 years.
Yeah, longer than that.
Even in like when he started NWO, it was like a jerk. The reason they started that was because he couldn't be a face anymore. Nobody was accepting him as a cool, 100%. Fun, family, household friendly name.
Yeah.
He was a jerk loser who everybody had enough of at that point. It was an over the top. He was a mascot at that point. He was 100%. Mickey Mouse for wrestling.
Yeah.
But people were like, dude, you haven't had hair for 12 years. Like,
oh my
ever.
God. Yeah.
So that's what's coming up now is like after everything, after all that, and you add, and now in the past just year, you're going to trot him out. People online, the argument that you're saying of like, you're going to put him out in California and expect a different result. People in red states are being like, hey, I live in, flipping, whatever. I live in Texas.
Right.
He's going to get booed here.
Right.
Bring him here. We'll boo him.
Probably.
He's been a loser. People saying like the only people who are going to be down for him are 50 and 60 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the age you were when he was at his peak.
Oh, for sure. But that's the thing. Even the fans aren't stupid enough to be like because there's so many other documentaries about wrestling, and everybody's seen behind the curtain, and everybody's called him on all of his lies, all of his double-handed two-face, screwing over of other wrestlers, and that's just business stuff. It happens, egos, whatever.
Now, who are you as a man?
But exactly, and then we found out through so many different things, the whole Hogan Knows Best and the scandal with his son, and then before that.
I mean, that's the thing. The Hogan Knows Best, the reality show in 2006 and 2007. Is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that wouldn't have happened if Ozzy hadn't done it. A far more interesting man.
Oh, 100%.
And this was like the VH1 version of that.
Truly.
And and that is to say, but that at that point, he was already seen as over the hill. And here's him working out at the gym. Can you believe he's still doing it?
To give you some perspective.
They put Ozzy Osbourne and him in the same geriatric hotel bed. And we're like, they're basically the same guy.
Basically the same thing. He had his first comeback. He took some time after the whole big steroid problem, and obviously lost a bunch of mass because they had to stop taking steroids, and he did a bunch of movies and then came back for a return in 1995.
That's what I'm saying.
95. That is,
and even then he stole
30 years ago.
And even then he stole that idea from John Travolta the year before.
Yeah,
with his big comeback in Pulp Fiction
and Ric Flair.
Sure, you notorious great man, Ric Flair. We all know his catchphrase. Woo, woo. I'm a substantial fan of Ric Flair. Woo. Woo. I'm fine with the Nature Boy. Woo.
And there was a part of me when I saw Hulk Hogan come out on Raw. on Netflix, and
streaming on Netflix now. Thank you, Jeff Bezos. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg.
I was like, all right, I understand what they're doing, and be like, okay, it's Hogan. Like, this is a new era. Like, okay, like I get it. He should come out.
You're trying.
Do a couple poses.
You're bringing Mickey Mouse out at a new Disney location. We understand what you're trying to do, but we also know that dude was drawn by inertia.
Right. So I'm like, okay, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
And then he goes into the spiel.
Yeah.
Of, I've been tag teamed with a lot of great partners.
But the greatest partner of all, brother,
is Real American Beer by Hulk Hogan. And I'm just like, oh, you're like, not only did you just come back, but you're coming back for our money.
Well, it's like the most.
Like, you're trying to get our money. Like, you're gross.
I'm done with this after this. But think about him and the cahoots of being with Trump right now. He might as well have come out and talked about My Pillow. You know what I mean? These guys are only hanging out with Trump so that they can come out and peddle their wares.
Oh, yeah.
If he didn't have a product, he probably wouldn't have even been asked to be there. Because he's like, no, I swear to God, I've got a reason.
Yeah.
And, he can't just come out and glad hand and be like, you, the fans, brothers, are the reason you have been keeping me going. And they're all screaming, boo, dude.
Boo.
No, we don't. We hate you, dude.
Like, on all fronts. Like it goes above
the skin of a hot dog.
Yeah. The hair of a...
Yes.
I was actually just watching that episode of It's Always Sunny, so...
You got to do it.
In honor.
Those are some real Americans.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Philly.
Yeah.
Not Malibu.
No, dude. I wonder if Hogan's house is gone.
No, Hogan definitely probably lives in, like, Austin or Texas somewhere,
Well, he had a ski shop. Or not a ski shop.
I'm like, what?
God.
Can you imagine Hulk Hogan skiing? That's so funny.
We live in New Hampshire, okay? Surf shop. But, like, he has...
Oh, yeah, I think he had a cheese shop. Oh, geez, what am I saying?
I got to find
I'm just thinking about cheese all the time.
I was listening to this, to these people going through all of the different crazy lies that Hulk Hogan's told.
You got a lie list?
There's so many. And there's lies within the lies. You know, once you peel back that layer of onion.
Yeah, when he says the lie, and then after he goes, I swear I'm not lying.
And then we'll tell that story like 10 years later and change it, and then lie to back up the mistakes he made telling the story. One of them was like really messed up. One of them was about like this kid dying of cancer, and
it turns out it was a full-grown lady.
No, it just like didn't happen at all.
Yeah, the old Mike Todd.
But like he's like, this kid. It was a Make-A-Wish thing, and like I roped off this section for him, and I was out there wrestling, and I didn't see him, and I came back, and I was like, where's the kid? And he's like,
so this wasn't for a storyline. This was no.
He's saying this was real
for
life.
His own personal like, publicity.
Yes. And then he's like, me and Jimmy Hart, like we were just like so broken that we went back and we just like started jamming out, and we just like wrote this song, and
I am a real American.
I totally miss this little kid.
Yeah, I totally miss that little guy. He is a totally real guy. I did not make him up at all.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find this song.
Sure.
It's called, Hulkster in Heaven.
Dude, no.
Yes.
You ever heard Joe Rogan's song that he put out a while ago?
Hulkster in Heaven. What?
You ever heard this song Joe Rogan put out in like 2002?
No.
We're not going to listen to that on this show, but if anybody really wants to do their own research, enjoy your life.
I love when people who shouldn't be doing music do music.
Oh, this is, Craig, this is the peak epitome of that. He's trying to do like a Cajun thing. It's wild.
Yeah. All right, this is
exactly what I thought it'd sound like.
Hulkster in Heaven.
Synth trumpets.
I read it in the papers.
Yeah.
I saw it on TV.
Is Jimmy Hart?
No, it's Hogan.
I guess it'll be one empty seat when I wrestle at Wembley. I used to tear my shirt, but now you tore my
Borrowing Johnny Cash's back section. I like that.
You were a Hulkamaniac right from the very start.
Yeah, he's jowly. Now that I can hear the jowls. You hear like the sticking of the tongue and the saliva in the back of the throat. It's really disgusting.
I'll see you again. When to heaven.
Heaven, heaven, heaven.
We'll tag up again.
Again, again. The world just lost
Another nymphomaniac.
our friend to the end.
But God loves him more.
I wish Hulk's love could bring you back again.
Oh my God!
I
wish Hulk's love could bring you back again.
You're telling me that he didn't do that for some storyline? Well, he's leaving a lot of money on the table, not getting into like, using this for some storyline where it's like my followers, when they die, they go to heaven. Can't say the same for my opponents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good storyline. And that's how you get the Christians even more into wrestling, dude.
Little did you know the atomic leg drop actually sends your soul to hell.
Yeah, actually damns you to eternal fire. So, yeah.
It just like knocks your soul.
When he
You just go
rips
right
his
down.
shirt off, he's actually baptizing everybody in the building.
Oh my God!
So, enjoy that.
The power of the Hulk.
Didn't know L.A. was filled with such sinners, even though I'm told every day by people online.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, you dirty scumbag.
Yeah. Hang out with all your friends.
Yeah.
Brutus the Barber.
Yeah, Jake the...
Honestly, I don't even think
Nobody likes him,
I don't
for
think
sure.
anybody. I think Jimmy Hart is his only friend.
I think the only person who likes him is Rey Mysterio, and I saw that video of them drinking beer backstage. He's like, I love you so much.
Recently?
At the same event. Right after, while the CM Punk match was happening.
Yeah.
So it was definitely right after.
He probably had.
He probably drank like
más cervezas.
Yeah. Well, he was probably like, I'm not going to drink that American swill unless I can drink like 7 other things first.
Right.
He's like, oh, yes, Terry, I love you.
Well, they're definitely, Terramana was definitely flowing. So,
well, that even, he pulled a Clooney with the Casamigos, and he sold Terramana like immediately.
Yeah.
He pulled a 50 Cent with the 50 water, and he sold it immediately.
Yeah.
Spun a profit, got out of there. He knew that wasn't going to be hot forever. He's not trying to stick around with that.
The Rock's got it.
The Rock's got it, and now we got a cardboard cutout of him in the downstairs of Alberitos, and I want it.
You do?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Have you never seen the video of when TJ and I were cleaning the windows in there?
No.
And
I would remember this.
TJ, there's a fun video of TJ pretending to be bartender and The Rock pretending to come in. And the cardboard cutout is of The Rock with a case of Terramana, and he's holding a Terramana.
Awesome.
And so it looks like The Rock is coming in with those things, and TJ's just going, no, sir, you can't bring your own booze into the bar. No, sir. You buy the booze at the bar. So,
sir,
maybe we'll share that on our socials.
That sounds fun.
But yeah, so that being said, we got to get standees of The Rock and Stone Cold drinking Terramana and whatever beer Stone Cold drank, Coors or whatever, and nothing else.
Well, Wheatley so good we drink it neatly.
I'm not doing that. Do you remember?
What?
Do you remember during WrestleMania the coverage on either this show or the podcast that I started of Wheatley vodka?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
It's
do you remember how insidiously ensconced I was in the conspiracy behind this booze?
Yes.
Do you actually remember what happened?
Yeah, it's Cody Rhodes.
It wasn't then.
No.
It was owned by Buffalo Trace, which is a whiskey company.
Right.
And you remember their phrasing for this booze was over like 200 years of distilling experience. But in whiskey was my thing.
Oh, yeah.
Not vodka.
Yeah,
you know? And I'm like, who are these people? And it was being pressed on us only during wrestling time.
Now the Russian
So now I'm
gets
like,
the
well, what do
mule.
you mean? So I feel like this is, I swear to God, I feel like it was just, I feel like it's being put on Cody Rhodes that it's his booze.
Uh-huh. Really?
And whether it really is or isn't. Because what did I say to you?
Never heard him talk about it.
What did I say to you when I first got back into wrestling last year with WrestleMania and the Cody Rhodes of it all? Who is this guy and why am I supposed to like him?
Right.
I get heel vibes from him. And I was like, and at what point is he going to turn heel? And you told me, well, if he's going to, it's going to take years.
Yeah.
Because they're building up this whole thing of how he is bringing wrestling back.
American
He's the
hero.
American hero, blah, blah, blah. Great. But that's why I think when you got Stone Cold with the beer and you got The Rock with Terramana, and it's just, you got, and unfortunately, Logan Paul with the Prime, that's another story.
Oh, yeah.
And just sidebar real quick. Notice Logan Paul was in the stands and not wrestling that night.
Oh, yeah.
So, they already knew, just as they knew to take Logan Paul immediately off of the roster when he started making comments online for his transgressions, we'll say, he's immediately out. So they knew, as far as Hulk Hogan being up there,
Yeah.
like,
Dude, Triple H
what's
is
gonna happen.
smart.
But the idea is, back to the Wheatley vodka of it all.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a stealth rollout of this only in wrestling, only promoted during wrestling broadcasts.
Right.
And then specifically like these big monthly events that happened on Peacock.
PLEs.
PLE, excuse me. Thank you.
Premium live events.
I'm so sorry.
Paul Levesque error.
ISS, I'm so sorry.
Well, Paul, you not accepted,
in-school suspension, I'm so sorry. It's very weird. And this only makes me think, because every time I see something new or somebody new coming out, and the whole thing with The Rock saying, like, I hate Cody Rhodes. And then he comes out at Raw, with this new rebranding of and now total heel, or, about face, rather.
Yeah, he dropped the act completely.
It just doesn't make any sense to me. And it just really seems to me that they're doing a real hard job of selling me specifically that Cody Rhodes is great. And here's the thing.
You don't buy
the more I learn about like his old man and their relationship, that gets me. But what he's doing right now, to me, is Transformers.
Okay.
It's just goop on the screen.
Okay.
It's just like, okay, you think that that's what we're supposed to like for the past few years because of algorithmic statistics that have come up, the chain of commands, all the way to Triple H, but I don't see why.
Red, white, and blue, baby.
I just don't see why I'm supposed to care about this guy. And the Wheatley vodka thing now, and like it's got you. You're like, that's Cody Rhodes' booze.
Wheatley's so good at drinking
but
Wheatley.
Since when? Because I was the one ringing the ding ding bell, being like, just because I was a bartender and couldn't understand this source of advertising.
Was it you who told me that it was Cody Rhodes's?
No, that's just what I've been seeing that on my.
You have been.
So it has been the narrative, is the point. So that's been the new narrative, which I haven't been watching the wrestling consistently. Right. So I'm finding it very interesting to drop in and be like, oh, now it's Cody Rhodes' booze. Interesting. Interesting. Well, how come last year when I looked it up, it was nobody's? You know what I mean?
Right.
Why wouldn't this guy be like, I'm a young entrepreneur, dude. I'm a startup. I'm a provider. Just
I'm a
provider. It doesn't seem to not make sense until you tell me it's Cody Rhodes' booze all of a sudden. And then it's like, that doesn't make sense because he's the guy everybody's pushing on me. And now this stealth booze that got rolled out last year, that should have been his booze from the get-go if it was true, is all of a sudden his. Now, did he buy it? Fine. But and it's not like Terramano was probably like from the ground up, or like, I don't care how many videos I've seen of or pictures of George Clooney over a guava pit in Mexico, in Oaxaca. I don't believe that he started, Casamigos from the ground up. I know how this shit works. Excuse me, language. I get heated. Yeah. All right? They're neutral grain spirits. All right.
Are we pissed right
NGS's. I'm pissed. It's a little throw to the podcast. Goes to the podcast. Look, their neutral grain spirits are a thing that's like, imagine like water with just like the element of vodka in it.
I mean, all right.
Or water with like the element of tequila in it, or whiskey, or gin.
Yuck.
These are the things that get sold to us, and then the companies that make the boozes, Stoli,
you put a face
Goose,
on it.
Tito's. They make slight flavor changes to it, and then they say, that's our distilling process.
Right.
They don't actually, you know what I mean? It's a neutral grain spirit that is like the government allows us to use. Other countries can like make it from the ground up. We are given like a batch of something.
Right.
You get to add to it, and then that's your stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the idea behind all of these guys. So to think that any of them are starting it, you might as well just slap your name on it from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just very confused.
What's the problem, Max?
The problem is that Cody Rhodes is a huge fake, and I'm sick of him. And his dad's rolling over in his grave. All right, and I believe that's true. But we're in this era where like I want to love what's going on, but we got like Dom, and we just got the Nepo kids that like, and that the nepotism gets thrown around a lot, but it is a real problem. Everywhere. There are way better people out there than like the children of celebrities to do the job.
I agree.
So I agree. So like, but and I'm also the same amount down with what do you want to call it? Lineage.
Yeah.
Yeah. as much as I'm down with fresh faces, I'm down with like, oh, his dad did it, that he wanted to do it. Only if they're good.
Yeah, for sure.
Dom's whole thing is he likes chicken nuggets and wearing a shirt as a skirt.
Well, here's the thing. We came in after Dom.
All of the build-up.
Well, yeah, because Dom and Rey Mysterio were tag team champions before he turned heel.
But here's what I'm saying, right? A not-so-great man once said about, and I'm not going to give him credit, but about specifically like getting into television shows, like, you got to watch the first like season or 2 seasons, then it gets good. It's like if I'm eating a burger, I don't want somebody to say like, oh, eat the first half of the burger and then it's going to be good. I want first bite. I want to be rocking with that burger.
100%.
So I want to be, and the point of entertainment is to pick it up and rock with it.
Right.
I want to pick up whatever episode I drop into because that's kind of the soap opera vibe.
Yeah.
And you should be able to give me not only what I've missed, but the essence of that in your performance every week, and that's the job.
And you don't think you're getting that.
I'm bored as hell by Cody Rhodes, dude. You can't put enough trinkets on his vest and white stuff in his hair to make him interesting.
Oh, he does have that.
There's just so many. I mean, he's dressing like Steven Tyler and Johnny Depp at this point, as far as I'm concerned. Take 5 things off before you get into the wrestling
Those are
ring.
2 of the coolest people I've ever known.
All right, we're gonna go to we're ending the show for real. Famous good guys all around.
Okay, Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Best wrestler I've ever seen in my damn life.
Johnny Depp had...
The videos I saw from that courtroom of him wrestling.
There was a hair gel back in the 90s.
Okay, go on.
Called Depp.
Yes,
and
there was.
That's what I always thought it was because
You thought it was
Johnny
his,
Depp.
yeah,
because
sure.
he was just so handsome
was the Depp charger,
with the hair.
The constantly greasy, wet look.
Exactly.
Yeah. The 50s greaser look.
Yeah. Now, I'm a redheaded man.
Sure. We've always said that about you.
Yeah, thank you. A hair gel never really worked for me.
Yeah.
It's not... It's not non-conducive to my look.
Look, you got red hair. Adding like, I'm also wet is not the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My hair is very strong. It's tough and really.
It's coarse. It's not coarse. It's healthy. It's big.
Yeah, my hair will beat up your dad's hair.
Yeah,
okay? I'll say
my
that.
dad doesn't have any. It already did.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So look, I put it in, and it doesn't like stay flat and make it look cool. It just like curls up.
The thing, well, it's working with your natural.
Looks like I have a
natural wave, and that's actually very nice. Look, what I will say,
I look good.
The point of any product is to either A, make your hair healthier, or B, give some style. And like, if we're talking about giving style to somebody with red hair, something I've been fighting my whole life, I went to first day of freshman year of high school with like hair gel completely slicked back. Like, you know me growing up, I grew my hair out over the summer and it used to grow real fast, but it was always forward from a buzz cut. But I tried, without training it over any amount of time, I just tried slicking it back with hair gel and then hair-spraying it, turning it into a crunch helmet. Throughout the day, it like fought gravity and went forward, which basically just made it like into a pompadour, like a Dale Cooper pompadour.
Yes.
But not a cool one, because it just went straight back.
I know that battle, dude.
I mean, never put gel in my hair again for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Back at it again right now. Yeah. Got the haircut. We're trying some pomade out.
Oh, yeah?
It is what it is. I know what I'm doing these days.
Some Dapper Dan.
But the point is, it's all about confidence if you're trying to sell yourself as a redhead. And like looking like a wet noodle all day is not confident. So like putting too much hair gel in and just looking wet and like... Yeah. And also... Like you're saying, it's wet and big. Like you just look.
People already don't want to touch me. I don't need to.
You
be
look
wet.
like you look like you had a bad morning at the house.
Yeah,
you know? It looks like a few things went wrong.
A rough day, Max. Why?
Oh, you didn't have any towels when you got out of the shower, or like, or you had to shower in the sink, or like,
I remember going to a dance.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Me and my friends, we went to one of those like...
I'm remembering it, not going.
Like junior high dances or whatever. And I had slicked my hair back, and I used to dance like crazy. So by the time I got home, I looked in the mirror, and everything was just a mess. But I also remember like trying to be cool and like look handsome.
Sure.
And then I got there and one of my friends had his like bowl cut, like you know that under.
I know
like,
what you're talking about.
Under bowl cut. He had it all up in tiny ponytails all over his head.
The kids who used to do that,
and that's such a 90s thing or 2000s.
That is particularly white kid from Massachusetts in the 2000s. Like, oh well, I'm not gonna. First of all. My mom will not allow me to do dreads. Second of all, I can't physically.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do this thing.
Now I look like one of the guitars from Korn.
Or Coolio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Coolio was cool, man.
Yo.
Big ups.
Cool, yo. Is that why that is?
Yes.
Oh. Rest in peace.
All right.
And not like I said to the other guy said rest in peace to earlier.
Unlike those guys?
Yeah, because I didn't mean it. Oh, man. All right, hey, I got to play a T-block before we get out of here.
Yeah, we really do.
Hey, it's my lady's birthday tomorrow. You all know her if you are a fan of the podcast. You're all a fan of her if you exist in this area. Go see her on a Taco Tuesday some night. I'm not going to tell you where because that's dangerous.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we love you, T. We're going to throw it over to a little collection of songs that she enjoys or that make me think about her. And you figure out which ones are which. They're all songs she loves. So when Craig's done yawning, we're going to hit the button here and get it going. And it's going to start real quick because there's no post on this one.
You are the antidote that gets me by. Something strong like a drug that gets me high. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for like a drug that got me high. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. I never meant to be so cold. Inside of me that I keep locked inside of me so deep. It always seems to get to me. I never really wanted you to go. So many things you should have known. I guess for me there's just no hope. I've never meant to be so good. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. Everybody's always talking at me. Everybody's trying to get in my head. I wanna
in every move I make. With all I've lost, my heart is breaking. I don't wanna make the same mistakes. Doubt your dream will ever come true. Blame the world but never blame you. Try to live a lie again. I don't wanna win this game if I can't play it my way. I'm not gonna stop, that's who I am. I'll give it all I got, that is my plan. Will I find what I lost? You know you can. Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. I wanna make it right, that is the way to turn my life around. Today is the day. Am I the type of guy who means what I say? Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. Oh, hold up. Give me room to think. Bring it on down. Gotta work on my swing. Gotta do my own thing. Hold up. It's no good at all to see yourself and not recognize your face. Out on my own, it's such a scary place. Ooh, the answers are all inside of me. All I gotta do is believe. I'm not gonna stop till I get my shot. That's who I am, that is my plan. We'll end up on top. You can bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on you can. Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. I wanna make it right, that is the way to turn my life around. Today is the day. Am I the type of guy who means what I say? Bet on it, bet on it, you can't bet on me. Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming around.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit terrified and then I see the look in your eyes.
Turn around, bright eyes.
Every now and then I fall
Turn
apart.
around, bright eyes.
Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right. 'Cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. The love is like a shadow on me all of the time. All the time. I don't know what to do and I'm always in the dark. We're living in a powder keg and giving off balls. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight.
Forever's gonna start tonight.
Upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart. Once upon a time there was light in my life, but now there's only love in the dark. Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart. me falling apart. Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart. A total eclipse of the heart. A total eclipse of the heart.
We love you, T.
Turn around.
That one goes out to T. That is her. The only song she sings every time she does karaoke.
For real?
For real.
No kidding. That's awesome.
She'll do other songs, but that's her first up. You know
I mean, she'll do other songs.
But if she's only got one up, then that's it. And then that song in the middle is the original song that Trisha Paytas covered on the internet. So there you go. From High School Droolsicle.
Bet on it.
Bet on this. I'll never watch that movie.
I've never seen them.
We never will. We're going to go watch them right now.
But I have seen some, what's that dude? Zac Efron movies.
Yes. The Disaster Artist, etc.
Never seen that.
You haven't seen that?
No.
Have you seen The Room?
Yes. Oh, no, the Disaster Artist.
Yeah, about
yes.
The Room.
Yes.
Yeah. He's the one who is the actor who plays, like, the burglar with the gun. Who points it at Denny.
Oh. Zac Efron?
Yeah.
No
it was
kidding.
right after he got that huge face chin.
Yeah.
So people were like, who's this?
Yeah.
Who's this ripped Zac Efron?
No, I remember, because, I remember seeing him in Neighbors, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
And then Baywatch, which I liked.
I never watched that. I would definitely watch that.
And then, obviously, the one that really won me over for him was The Greatest Showman. He was fantastic in that.
Shout out to Raj.
And I have not seen Iron Claw yet, which is actually
I
doing
want to
myself
watch
a
that.
disservice.
Yeah, maybe we watch that.
Maybe that'd be cool. The Von Erichs.
Go eat some taquitos and watch these two dudes die from wrestling so hard.
Andale Arriba. Well, it is...
what did you say? Onto a late Reba? I would absolutely do that.
Dude, I've been watching Reba lately.
Dude, I've been trying to do that with T. I'm pretty sure that's why she cut off the internet. All right, let's wrap this thing up. Hey, this show goes out to Gavin Newsom and all the work he did in the Pacific Palisades for those people. Thank you, Gavin Newsom, for your great work and the excellent Amazon faculty or facility that'll most assuredly take up that entire community.
Yeah.
So, good looks and thanks for nothing, jerk face. Well, actually, not thanks for nothing. This show ruled, and that is in no small part because of your terrible, shoddy workmanship. So
now everybody say it with me. New England rules.
Yeah.
New England rules.
Water falls from the sky. Water falls from the sky.
Yeah. Nothing burns in winter.
Yeah. If anything, there's too much water. Yeah. Anyway, Vermont looking at the Pacific Palisades and being like, must be nice.
Yeah.
You know?
So we're going to leave you with this quick song. It's called This Fire Burns by Killswitch.
Hank, I'm coming home.
Love you guys. Good night.
Move your car so that these fire trucks can get up Palisades Drive. What's happening is people take their keys with them as if they're in a parking lot. This is not a parking lot. We really need people to move their cars. So if you leave your car in Palisades Drive, leave the key in there so a guy like me can move your car and set them up there so that these fire trucks can get up there. It's really, really important.
Thank you for talking to us live, sir. What's your name?
My name is Steve Gutenberg.
Do you live in this area?
I live in the area. I live right up the hill. And thank goodness everybody's right. But I have friends up there right now.
Aside. This day
goodness everybody's right, but I have friends up there right now. Yeah, I live right up the hill, and thank goodness everybody's right, but I have friends up there right now.